Put a group of fanboys in a room with a mic. From video games, comics, and movies to uncensored social commentary, nothing is off limits. With your hosts, Pistol Pete Jr., The Blue Guy, Chuck Ditch, G-Roll, and Player 2. This is The Real Press Start. So sit down, load up, log in, and press start. What's going on, everybody's?
Hello.
Pistol Pete Jr. and G-Roll, a.k.a.
G-Weezy, a.k.a. G-Ice, a.k.a. DJ Diamond Nuts, a.k.a. Mr. Get Off Me Second Dick,
a.k.a. the Two-Step McGillicuddy,
a.k.a. Hamburger Yoshi.
Oh, there was one that you said. I was listening to a couple of old episodes. There was one that someone called you something during the middle of the episode, and I wanted to bring it up today. I can't remember what it was now. God damn it.
Vascular burrito?
No, it wasn't vascular burrito. It was the last episode. Well, we were watching all the trailers. It was something we called you back then. AKA the BFG.
Was it that one?
No, it wasn't that, but I think that should be one of your AKAs.
Yeah.
AKA the BFG. We don't know where Chubdidge is this week. And
he's been kidnapped.
He's been kidnapped. And the blue guy...
He's been taken.
Will be taking a break from the show for a while.
Yeah.
We're not sure when he's going to return. He's been officially demoted to Player 2 status. Meaning right now he's just going to be... He's no longer a host, he's a guest.
Yeah, yeah he's special events.
Yeah. But other than that, we got some shits to talk about. Real quick, you've been playing. I haven't had a chance to play it because I have no internet at home.
Yeah.
But you've been playing the Division.
What kind of person doesn't have fucking internet?
Me. God damn it.
But yeah, I've been playing the Division beta.
So
it's been pretty good.
Has it?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Overall, is it fun? It's just
yeah. Like I've already reached the level cap and stuff in the beta.
Okay.
Which is only level 8, and I think there's two different leveling systems. There's one in the Dark Zone where you can kill other players and take their stuff and blah blah blah. That has a different leveling system. Supposedly in the end game that's going to be level 30.
Okay.
The max level, and then right now in the beta it's only level 12. And then they haven't confirmed what the actual level is for just your normal level.
Yeah.
They haven't confirmed anything about that.
Okay. So with the Dark Zone is like the PvP area?
Yeah.
And then the rest of the map is...
I wouldn't necessarily call it a PvP area. It's just an area where player killing is enabled.
Okay.
But that's not exactly the objective.
Okay.
There's like a bunch of NPCs in there that you can kill. And you can work together with other groups of people to do.
That's like that last trailer that we saw. When that guy betrayed everyone and took off with all the gear.
Yeah, and right now there's no like missions or anything. I think there's going to be missions or something
in the Dark Zone.
In the Dark Zone.
Okay. Because do you remember the E3 trailer? Just to go back to that for a second, because we watched that comparison video, and obviously that was way off, right? But do you remember in that E3
Actually,
video?
It doesn't feel that much way off from from what I've seen on the PlayStation.
No. I mean, because remember we saw that comparison where it was like what the E3 demo looked like and then what it looks like now.
Yeah, I really think the person who made that video downgraded it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think they altered the.
Yeah, they had to. But the one thing I was thinking about, because based on what you're telling me, like again, I haven't played it, but I don't know if you remember at the end of the E3 demo, there was they did that raid on the PlayStation, and then they got all the loot, and like they were going off as a team somewhere else, and they ran across another team.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like they entered in any new area. They really just kind of went around the corner.
Yeah.
But
they were probably inside of the Dark Zone.
They were probably inside the Dark Zone already, so that's how it works in the Dark Zone, where if you come across But okay,
there's like a wall or whatever you have to go through, like these decontamination zones.
Yeah.
And you go through there and you just walk out of that building, and on the other side you're in the Dark Zone, and there's like it's like the whole city in there. There's like a whole another city in there.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. So do you can you just go in solo or do you have to be with
You
the
can go
team?
in solo.
All right.
And then NPCs are easier for you to do damage to.
Oh, if you're solo.
Yeah.
Okay. And then but if you go have you played it with the team?
Yeah.
When you go in with the team, can you like link up as a team or do you? Or
Yeah,
just...
you form a group. Whatever, okay. And you do that. But you can only have a team of 4.
That sounds pretty good though, actually. I mean, you wouldn't really. I mean, in the kind of gaming in the world they're creating, you probably wouldn't want a more than a 4-man team anyway. You know what I mean? It's a post-apocalyptic survival world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for anything more than a 4-man team, you wouldn't really, unless you were holding down a area.
There's also like if you're by yourself, you should never like even bother fighting other people because people take so much damage.
Really?
And you can heal yourself pretty quickly. That if you're going against a team, you're just gonna get destroyed,
get demolished. So if you're by yourself and you see a team coming at you, you should probably run.
Yeah, like that E3 trailer where just like one guy betrayed his entire team.
Yeah, and
no way that
there's no way that's happening.
That was completely staged. That's like proof that it's completely staged.
Yeah. Well, because I remember in the trailer what he did was
if you're gonna turn on someone in your group, you have to leave group and then you can fight them.
Well, he did that.
Yeah.
Remember because they're like there was one guy was healing the other person.
Yeah, one guy was down.
Yeah. One guy was down. One person was healing, and the other person was looting. Mm-hmm. Right, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But even then, like you
and
you don't die that fast for you to not be able to react to someone shooting at you.
Okay, because the way they did it in that trailer, if I remember correctly, the way they did it is the one guy was down, the other guy was going to help, was going to heal him, while the other chick was looting.
Yeah.
The guy that was supposed to heal him left the group. They were like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And it says, "So and so left the group," and then he just like shoots the guy that's down.
Yeah.
And he died right away. And then he just lit her up, and she died.
Yeah.
With less than a clip.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like a full. It's really the recoil's really hard to control too.
Is it?
Yeah. If you really got to burst fire to get like the entire clip to hit someone.
Okay.
So like.
I kind of like that when games do it because that's more realistic. You don't the whole thing like just to bring it to real world for a second. When I was in the army, one of the things they trained you when you fired especially when you fired full auto was in your head or even out loud you say I need a burst. And that's how long you hold the trigger. So it's I need a burst. I need a burst. I need a burst. And that's how long you hold the trigger. That way you get that and you're not cuz if you do cuz I mean I've gotten the opportunity to fire weapons full auto, and they do just jump fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, and even if you have it to your shoulder and you're down and then like aiming down the sight, so to speak, because excuse me, in the real world you never hit fire.
Yeah.
Well, I take that back. If you have a pistol, like a handgun, and someone gets a drop on you, you can like if you obviously you're gonna have it in a holster or something, you can hit fire from that because they're like the person's right in front of you.
Point blank, yeah.
You only hit fire if the person's 3 feet or closer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you try to extend, they're going to be able to grab your weapon before you can fire.
Yeah.
But if you have a rifle, you never hit. You're never just going to Rambo it and just fire from the hip. You always aim down the sights. And so aiming down the sights full auto, you're just rattling everywhere. So.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty true in that game. If you hit fire, you're not going to hit shit.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit fucking dick. What else was I gonna say about it?
You said there was
from what I see, everything looks really in depth. Like guns that you pick up, they have these things called talents. They're like abilities or whatever. That come with like, so you get like I got this SMG that does like it gives me 5% health.
Okay.
Of the damage I do when I kill someone.
Oh, nice. So it gives you health back as you kill people.
Yeah.
Nice, like kind of like a leech life thing.
Yeah. And then there's like weapons that have like increased stability or stuff like that.
Probably reduce recoil and things like that.
Yeah, and then there's your abilities. You can have a ballistic shield. In the beginning, what's available to us right now is only a ballistic shield. You could either choose a sticky bomb, or there's like a radar pulse, and then there's also the heal ability.
Okay.
So you can heal other players.
What are you going with?
You can choose 2 abilities, so I chose the heal and the ballistic shield.
Nice.
And when you have the ballistic shield, you can use the pistol.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. But the pistols aren't that bad, and they have infinite ammo. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's.
I got an M19. It's probably one of the. It's just as strong as my other two guns.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. That's the thing too, and one of the things in video games that they change from the real world too, is when you're playing with a pistol in a like a regular game, like they usually they're like it's like you're firing a Nerf gun at somebody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like they don't do shit.
Yeah. And in like real life, you know.
Well, the pistols are good if you're getting headshots, if you're getting consecutive shots, and I think they have like a higher critical chance or some shit like that.
Okay.
Because I always see them doing like their base damage, and then they jumps up a lot, and sometimes. So I think they have like a high crit chance or some shit.
Okay.
So they keep doing that.
One thing I would love to see, especially like in a game like this where they're going in depth with the weapons, and I would love to see different types of ammo. Yeah. I mean, because a lot of games do incendiary ammo and stuff like that.
There's an incendiary and explosive ammo buff.
Nice.
And you can for like 30 seconds your weapon does explosive or incendiary or fire damage, and it'll light them on fire. And like the explosive stuff, like those are like little mini grenades when they fucking go off.
Really nice. But see, I'd like to see something like with the pistols, where like they actually add hollow point damage or something like that. That'd be another cool aspect to it. You did say there was a couple things you didn't like about it.
Yeah, I don't like the what is it? When you go rogue, there's a little too much incentive to go rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Like
going rogue is when you kill another player, right?
Yeah, when you kill another player in the dark zone, like you get paid an absurd amount of money for going rogue and then just running away and hiding.
Yeah. So when you go rogue, you get, for lack of a better term, you get like a wanted level or something. Or...
Yeah. Okay. Basically, and you have like a skull over your head, and people can see if they're like, if someone's like around the block from you or whatever, they can see you through the wall or whatever.
Okay.
And they can follow you, and whatever. But what a lot of people do is they'll either just run or hide for 90 seconds. That when you kill one person, that's your timer. 90 seconds.
Okay. And does it level
it goes up to 300, and when you get to 300, you're on a manhunt, and then it shows you throughout the entire map.
Holy shit. Does the reward get higher? Like so?
Yeah, the reward for taking them out goes higher.
Okay.
And the reward for surviving the timer goes higher.
Okay.
So if you were to survive a 300, I don't know, you'd probably get like 2,000 fucking, I don't know, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because just for surviving a 90 second, you get 200.
Yeah.
And then for killing someone with a 90 timer, you only get like 50.
Yeah, so that's like...
Which is like... There's like really no point in trying to be careful and not attacking people.
Yeah, because
and what a lot of people will do is they'll shoot you because you could shoot someone like once or twice, and then like everyone on your team's health bar would turn red, but you're not necessarily rogue yet. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of like you accidentally shot them or whatever.
Yeah. So
but people will purposely do it, and then if people don't know about that mechanic, people will shoot back at them thinking that they're going rogue.
Yeah.
And then that team who thought they were getting shot at goes rogue. And then everyone attacks them.
Yeah. So then they take them out and they get the points for taking out a rogue.
Yeah.
Rogue agent. Because they're agents, right? That's what they're calling them in the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what it is, everyone's like a sleeper agent.
Yeah.
And they did like an anthrax type of virus during Black Friday.
Oh, nice.
That's how the whole thing started. And then,
well, that makes sense why everything's all Christmas themed then too, because it's. Alright, because I remember the trailer, there was a lot of Christmas.
Yeah, and all the agents are sleeper agents, and they get activated to take back the city or whatever.
Okay.
It's in martial law.
And how big is the map? Because is it the full map right now, or is it just...
It's not the full map. You can literally get like 20% of the entire map.
Okay.
And it looks small because you can zoom out very far out.
Okay.
But like I tried zooming in to like where like GTA maps, as far as you can zoom into GTA, looks pretty good. Looks pretty like a pretty big map. Nice. And you can go through every alleyway and all that stuff. So like even though it doesn't look like, you just see the streets.
Yeah, but there's a lot to do within that area.
Yeah. Okay. And you can go in some buildings and stuff and go on top of buildings.
But they said it's a 1-for-1 recreation of Manhattan, supposedly, right?
I wouldn't know that because I've never been to Manhattan.
Neither have I, but they're saying that's the word around the campfire.
Uh-huh.
So I'm hoping.
Feels like it. I mean, you don't have any car or anything, so the map is.
It feels bigger, yeah. And like the whole zooming out thing. That's kind of like with The Witcher. The Witcher's a huge ass map, but if you zoom out all the way out, it's like that's it. Yeah. It just feels tiny. When is the release date again?
March 8th.
March 8th. Okay. I should hopefully I'll have internet by the time that game comes out because I do have it on pre-order and I'd like to be able to play it.
Yeah, you should. You should. Like games like Destiny, it's always online.
Yeah, I know.
Play it offline.
That's one thing that's been bugging me too. Is a lot of my games I can't play right now.
Yeah.
Because
if my internet was gone, I'd probably only be able to play fucking like one game.
I've been able to play Ghost lately, and but even then I can't play the full game.
Mm-hmm. I can't play multiplayer.
Well, I can still play the
survival or whatever.
No, what's that called? When you're playing, you can play like when you're playing bots.
Extinction. Oh, okay.
Like so, I can do local multiplayer, and I can play bots, and then I can play Extinction and all that shit. Mm-hmm. But it's funny because like apparently, if you're with your DLC, if it's not connected to the internet, you don't get your DLC anymore. Mm-hmm. So like I had one of my characters, his class was based around one of my the Ripper. Yeah. So now when I load up, his weapon's all pixelated. It's just a big glitch. Yeah. So he's running around with the glitch. So it's like he's got a pistol grip in his hand, and he's got the grip stock. Yeah. But he's kind of just like everything else of the pistol is like there's a barrel, but then there's like blocks, and then there's like a sight, and then like but when I go down the sights, I can see it's not the Ripper, but it's a different weapon. It looks like looks like an M4. Mm. I forget what they call the M4 in the game. What's the M4?
I don't remember. Honey Badger? No.
No, yeah, it looks like a Honey Badger. Oh. It looks like the Honey Badger, but it was supposed to be the Ripper, and it still gives me the options to with the sights, but it's weird. It doesn't do it. It's just weird. Yeah.
There's also a couple glitches, like sometimes when you try and run upstairs or whatever, like there's just an invisible wall, but like my friend will run up those stairs and he'll be fine.
Oh, weird. Yeah. Do you remember? Did you ever play the Battlefield 3 beta?
No.
That one was fucking weird. That one of the big glitches that for some reason I run into it all the time. Mm-hmm. It happened to me like at least once a game, where I'd be running and all of a sudden I would just fall through the floor, and everyone I could see but like
be falling out of the sky.
No. You would fall and you would fall and stop. So you'd fall to a certain area. And I could look up and I can see the entire map, and I could see everyone. Like it was close enough. Where it was almost like where the roof is here. It was close enough where I can see detail on all the players, but I can see the entire map and I can see where everyone was. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I couldn't shoot anybody. I could shoot up at them, but it would hit a wall, like an invisible wall. I guess it would hit the ground. Yeah. You know? But it happened to me all the time. Like for whatever reason, and so that it was weird because that really put me off of Battlefield. Yeah, and I think that's why I never went back.
And Battlefield 3 was one of the best ones.
That's what
that actually came out.
But for some reason that just put me off of Battlefield, and I never went back to it.
Battlefield 4 was the one that was just riddled with bullshit.
Riddled with bullshit. That reminds me of you remember Batman when it came out for the PC? Yeah. How Xbox and the PlayStation versions were fine. Yeah. I mean, little glitches here and there.
PC was just unusable.
Yeah. I saw a comic strip somebody wrote where it was like, it was the creator of the game. He's at a restaurant, and like he's being served, and the waitress says, "Hey, you're so and so. You created the Batman Arkham Knight game." He goes, "Yeah, I did." And he goes, she goes, "I'm a huge fan of the game." And he goes, "Oh, really? What console do you play it on?" And she goes, "I don't play it on a console." And she goes back. And she comes back, and he goes, "Oh, that was quick. I didn't even order yet." She goes, "No, I have something for you." And it's a lamb, and the lamb's crying. He goes, "What is that?" And he goes, "This is your meal." He goes, "It's not done yet." And she and she slashes his throat and throws it at him. Exactly. This is what happens when you rush orders. But it was funny. I gotta find it. If I find it, I'll send it to you. So I got a couple. I've got quite a few news stories. We got Machinima. they're gonna be heading to TV for the first time with an eSports series.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know about Machinima. I always heard like they got really dirty at
Really?
some point. Yeah.
I haven't really. The only thing I really heard from Machinima is
Like they started like taking bribes from companies.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Well, from Xbox.
Yeah.
They were. That's why all their stuff was done. All their gameplay reviews, everything is all done on Xbox.
Yeah.
Because they were getting kickbacks from Xbox. That was a big thing. Remember?
Yeah.
I think we talked about it. It was like 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 years ago now.
I think no, we were talking about it because of
Xbox One.
because Xbox One was doing something. I think Xbox One was paying other YouTubers to say like
You're
this
right.
was a really good system.
You're right. It was this year or last year or
when Xbox One was coming out, Xbox One and PS4 were coming out.
yeah. And Machinima and we did bring up the Machinima thing. Yeah, I remember that. But this is what trips me out though. Okay, because if you see Machinima coming bringing an esports TV series out, what channel do you think it'd be on?
I don't know. Probably ESPN.
That's right. A cable station, right? Yeah. It's coming to CW.
So Channel 5?
Channel 5. Channel 5 if you're in California or if you're in LA. Uh-huh. It's gonna be a Mortal Kombat X esports series called Chasing the Cup.
It's gonna be like a reality TV show?
It doesn't really say. It looks like it's gonna be a reality show. It's gonna be episodes will release week by week following Mortal Kombat players on their journey to esports victory. So yeah, it's gonna follow a bunch of players.
This is real world.
Yeah, I wonder if that's picking up on the mic. If that is picking up on the mic, it is pretty.
Yeah, it's boring today.
Yeah, it's a rainy day in Southern California.
Yeah. This drought might just be gone.
Right. This is a hell of a start. I was surprised it was actually this intense.
It's been raining since last night, hasn't it?
No. No. Yeah.
It rained a little bit last night.
No. Well, not where I was at.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It didn't start raining until about 6. At least in Huntington Beach.
Yeah, it wasn't raining like this hard last night.
In Huntington Beach, like it started sprinkling around 6, and then like it got to a decent downpour around 8, and then it's been steadily. It's actually getting the wind and the rain is actually getting pretty hard now.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So this is going to be a reality series. And the reason they're doing Mortal Kombat is because Warner Brothers owns the CW. Warner Brothers is the developer for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's all Warner Brothers.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah. And then this little nugget of Mortal Kombat news is I don't know if you know this or not that they're releasing Mortal Kombat XL.
What's that?
Mortal Kombat X. It's the game.
Aren't they doing a new DLC thing?
Yeah, they are doing a new DLC thing as well. Well, they just the Predator and Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Not the Predator. I'm sorry, the Alien.
Okay, I was about to say Predator.
Because Predator's already out. The Alien from like the Xenomorph.
Leatherface.
And Leatherface. But first, they're doing.
Bring him a Chucky and.
They need to bring Freddy back. Seriously, they already have Jason. Now bring back Freddy. You did him once in a game. Bring him back. Freddy versus Jason. That's what everybody wants.
Do Mike Myers.
Because they already have now. They have the Predator versus Alien.
Sorry, Michael Myers. Mike Myers is the actor.
Yeah, Mike Myers is the actor. But Mortal Kombat XL is actually Mortal Kombat X released with all the DLC. It's like the collector's edition or the championship edition or the game of the year edition.
It's like a game of the year or whatever. It comes with all the DLC.
Yeah, it comes with all the DLC. And then they're doing the last thing I heard that they announced was 2 new cosplay skins for Cassie and Jackie. And all it is one of them's dressed up as Scorpion and the other one's dressed as Sub-Zero. That's all it is. Like literally. I mean, they look cool, but you know, that's why the air quotes cosplay. And then I thought this was kind of funny. EA may have accidentally revealed Xbox One sales figures. They're doing their financial report for 2015, and let's see here. They estimate that 55 million units are out there, but whether PS4 has sold 30, they've sold 55 million units of their games to next gen consoles, or 35.9 million PlayStation 4s have been sold.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you pretty much how many Xboxes are out there.
Isn't PlayStation like at over 300 now or something?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. 35.9 is during the holiday season. I read that too fast. Let me see here. Where'd it go? Oh, okay. 55 million units have been sold between PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Okay. That's why this is their third quarter financial report. That's what I'm reading.
Uh-huh.
So 55 million units out there, and almost 40,000 of them are PS4s.
So then the other 10 million is
Xbox Ones, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that shows you, and that kind of tells you why. Another reason Xbox is like, okay, well, we're not going to talk about our sales figures anymore, but this is how much we're selling on Xbox Live Arcade. This is how much we're selling on, because they don't want to tell you.
This is how much you're getting from Live.
Yeah, because they're getting fucking thoroughly whooped in the console market. Which is fucking.
I think I'm thinking when the Nintendo NX comes, they're gonna replace Xbox.
I can see that
from the way things are looking.
I hope that picked up. Oh,
are you farting or is that the
that was definitely 2 farts in a row.
Oh
gosh. What was I saying? Something about Xbox. I think the whole E3 Xbox thing was I think that really put a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that I think that a lot of gamers held grudges. There's a lot of Xbox loyalists out there.
Yeah.
But I think because so many people went to PS4 right off the bat, and we've talked about this before, is
the only complaint I ever hear about PS4 is the analog sticks on the controller.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the nubs falling off, or
no? Like the people don't like that like concave, and then like.
Oh yeah, because the Xbox is convex, whereas no, the PlayStation's convex and the Xbox.
The PlayStation has like this little dip, and then it has like a little hump in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's really awkward when you're trying to like the PS3 analogs are probably the best analogs you can use. Those things are really good. They're like big, and you can really control.
Yeah.
Shit was going on. What you're doing, but you could easily fix that with like some control freaks or something.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Very good deal.
But I remember what I was gonna say now. Back to it, I think it still all goes back to what happened at E3, and that pissed off a lot of gamers. So a lot of people, and we've talked about this before on the show, is okay when a lot of people when they choose what console they're gonna play on. Well, I'm gonna play with whatever my friends are playing on because that's who I play with.
Uh-huh.
So if all my friends are buying PlayStations, I'm gonna buy a PlayStation because if I buy an Xbox, I'm not gonna be able to play with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all these people that converted to PlayStations early on, that influenced other people.
Yeah, the next people, the next.
Yeah, the next couple, and Xbox still hasn't made up that gap. You know what I mean? So I know when Halo came out, that boosted their sales quite a bit. And I think they actually the month that Halo came out, they actually beat PlayStation in sales.
Yeah.
But then it went right back to fucking. I mean, and really that's the only way I think Xbox could catch up to PlayStation, but they'd have to do it on
with these like huge
titles.
With their huge titles.
Yeah, and they don't have
so
enough.
Like when Gears 5 comes out. What is it? Gears 4 or Gears 5?
Gears 4, I think it is.
When Gears of War 4 comes out,
there'll be a jump.
There'll be a jump in Xbox. A lot of I've been having this conversation a lot with a friend of mine over the like people saying that DC is gonna beat Marvel this year or whatever, and both of us kind of agree like they should. They're supposed to.
Yeah.
They have every advantage whatsoever
they could
possibly have because it's pretty much a fresh movie. No one's really seen it.
Exactly. Whereas Marvel's bringing out nothing but sequels.
Marvel's bringing about more like it's the same stuff that you see every 2 years. It's a Captain America movie. It's what is it? A Thor movie. The Thor movie, the Ragnarok sounds dope. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, well, I've read the comics.
It's gonna be a Thor Hulk buddy is it
buddy really?
movie. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, they're not gonna stick to the comic then. Well, they probably will.
Well, they are, but Hulk is gonna be in it.
Nice.
It's gonna be kind of like a buddy.
Because I read the Ragnarok series in the comics, and when I heard they were doing Ragnarok in the movies, I was like, oh, fuck. because it's like
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and then Ragnarok is one of the that's one of the things because Civil War is coming out before Ragnarok, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the comic book, if you go with the comic book timeline, Ragnarok happened first, and then Civil War, because excuse me, because Thor and everybody dies, like all the Asgardians die during Ragnarok, and then um, Civil War's going on, and then like there's this big fucking huge moment, and because Doctor Doom is trying to get Thor's hammer because it fell in New Mexico, and there's all these people trying to lift it. Because the government goes in after it, and they realize, oh shit, that's Thor's hammer. Let's leave it the fuck alone. So they all scatter, and so it's just out there in the middle of this field, and like every strong man in the world, everyone's out there just trying to lift it.
Yeah.
And then fucking, I'm sorry, but prior to that, Doom shows up, and he tries to take the hammer, and
could he pick it up?
He couldn't pick it up, well, because there's a thing where they killed Doom. Doom's in hell.
Yeah.
And then from the Fantastic Four killed Doctor Doom, and he's in hell. And while he's in hell, he has a vision of what's happening in Ragnarok, or what's happening in Asgard. Like there's like a time rift, and he sees all the events happen. He sees Thor die, and he sees the hammer fall to Earth. So he literally fights his way out of hell, just to go back to get that hammer because he felt like it was a vision showing him where that hammer was. Yeah. And like in the vision, he was almost, because like I said, he was fighting through hell. He was jumping through this time rip, and he's almost like fucking just there to grab the hammer, and he can feel the power of the hammer. And the rip closes before he can get the hammer. So then he fights his way out of hell, gets to New Mexico, and he sends an army of Doombots, which the Doombots are just pretty much copies of Doom. They're slightly less powerful, but an army of them is gonna fucking devastate, you know. And so he pretty much takes out everyone. He incapacitates the Fantastic Four, and goes and tries to lift the hammer and can't. So he just leaves. He's like, fuck.
Fuck.
Pretty much. And then
I'm going back to hell.
But then like there's this huge event that's happening within the Civil War, and this is where all the strongmen are taking over, and all of a sudden this one guy, they don't show his face, but he's just walking up and cutting in line, and everyone's getting all pissed off, and you know, like, oh, you gotta wait your turn, we're all waiting our turn, blah blah blah. He just walks up, picks up the hammer, and automatically he's transported to the middle of the battlefield of where this big Civil War battle is taking place, and he just kind of stops everything. You know what I mean? It's the Civil War comics is really good, but yeah, so that's why I was thinking Ragnarok was gonna come out first, which could have been cool. But I mean, I can see why they're doing what they're doing and the way they're doing it. Yeah, they're just throwing it all out there because they can. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it. I forget how we got started on this.
Because I wanted to talk about because we were talking about like people
Xbox,
saying
okay.
Xbox versus PS4, and that was like speaking of like competition.
Yeah, and Marvel, yeah. Well, see, like you said, Marvel's doing the same. They're doing, like you said, Captain America sequel. They're not doing an Iron Man one, but they're doing Thor,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
They're doing Avengers. They're doing
and then Inhumans.
Inhumans is gonna be a fresh one. Black Panther's coming out this year.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Marvel. Deadpool.
Yeah.
All coming out this year.
Yeah.
All DC has
is Suicide Squad and
Batman and Superman.
Yeah, Batman. Well, as far as sales go, versus Civil War, and a lot of people are comparing Civil War and Batman and Superman.
Yeah, BBS.
And Batman and Superman should make more money.
Yeah, because
in every way possible, they should make more, at least like $300 million.
It's their two biggest franchises.
Yeah.
In one movie. It's a fresh movie. It's been hyped to shit.
Yeah.
And because Civil War, really, they've only had what, one trailer?
Yeah. Two.
Two trailers. Yeah, you're right. They've had two trailers now. Batman vs Superman has had the 3 plus that CW special.
Yeah.
And
then the sales won't even mean like the movie's gonna be better. It's just.
Yeah, but
it's just people want to see what the deal is with this movie.
Yeah, but I don't think.
And to me, it looks like it's gonna bomb.
And yeah, I think they're gonna fucking lose their ass on this. Yeah. Disney's gonna have to buy DC next. Watch.
But I really think they're gonna bomb just because like you can't. They have a doomsday in a Batman versus Superman movie.
Yeah, they're just
a character that is specifically
a Superman
made to kill Superman.
Yeah.
Unless Superman dies in this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, the thing about Doomsday though is they could bring him back in a second Superman movie. Because the thing about Doomsday is
he keeps reviving or whatever.
Yeah, he
can't
dies.
Die the same way twice. But
he dies, he gets stronger, and he can't die. Yeah, he can't die the same way twice. So, and technically, that's how he was able to kill Superman in the comics.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it could be.
But I feel like that should be its own fucking movie.
Yeah, they shouldn't ruin it. They shouldn't bring Doomsday in this soon. They should just maybe they reference him in the movie. They don't show him. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then.
But we already know he's shown because the trailer practically just gave us the entire fucking plot.
And a shitty CGI Doomsday.
Yeah.
Like he looked like fucking. I don't know, like 90s era fucking Doomsday. Like they just. I can't even.
Put it into words.
Yeah, it's just it just so fucking like he stands out so much because it's like, yeah, that's obviously CGI. Like Power Rangers fucking era of CGI. I mean, that fucking like that bad. I don't know, man. Like, I want to see the Suicide Squad, especially after that last trailer. I want to see it. I'm still.
It's just they're going too far off. I feel like.
Me too.
They needed to stay with the source material, and they're just not.
Well, and that's the thing. Like Batman,
they're trying to be too artsy when they should be. For their first movies, they should be trying to please their fans.
Definitely, like the whole Nolan Batman series worked because they stayed close enough to the source material, yet made it fresh at the same time. Yeah. Like, and if you look at it, they kind of brought controversy with them every time. Like when Scarecrow first came out, Scarecrow was only Scarecrow like twice in the entire movie, maybe 3 times in the whole movie. Like in a it's a 2 hour long movie.
Yeah.
And in that 2 hours, Scarecrow is maybe in the movie 30 minutes tops. Tops. And the rest
everyone
of the time
didn't like the fact that Heath Ledger was the Joker.
Yeah, everyone hated the Ledger.
Turned out he was amazing. Though.
Yeah, and everyone ended up loving it. Same thing with Bane. When the first pictures of Bane came out, everybody fucking hated it.
Oh, really?
Because that's not the Bane.
Yeah, that's very true. I still don't like that Bane though.
You know, I love the way...
I don't like the whatever fucking accent he had.
I don't know, something about it. Like Tom Hardy played that character so well. To me, it's still not Bane. Yeah, you're right. I don't think he was Bane, but
he was a good villain. I don't think he was a good Bane.
Yeah, he wasn't a good Bane. Batman.
Like they at least needed the Venom. They needed.
I think Batman and Robin had a better Bane, even though he didn't say Bane was a henchman. Like if they would have combined, have you ever seen Batman and Robin?
I don't think I've seen the one that you're talking about.
That's Uma Thurman. She's Poison Ivy.
Okay, yeah.
She has Bane with her.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I never even. Well, yeah. I guess when I was watching it, I didn't really know who Bane was.
Yeah.
I knew who Poison Ivy was, and I knew who Penguin was.
Because remember, she hits him in the chest, and he gets all.
Oh really?
He has that button on his chest, and she goes sick him, and she like fucking slams his chest in that button, and then at the very end of it, they rip the thing off him, and he shrinks down. He's all little.
Yeah.
So that was Bane. You know that guy died. The guy that played Bane.
Oh really?
Yeah. Heart attack.
In the movie?
No, it wasn't in the real life.
Was it a snuff movie?
Yeah, he died in the film. Keep this cut. You know what's funny is I was watching. I was listening to a Kevin Smith podcast, the Hollywood Babylon podcast he does with Ralph Garman, and they do this thing called shit that should not be. It's movie things from movies that like it's a blooper that slipped through the cracks, and you don't notice it unless you're like really, really paying attention to it. Like there's one in Harry Potter, I forget which episode, I think it's Order of the Phoenix, where they go into a room and there's a bunch of monkeys in the background, and one of the monkeys is jerking off in the background. Really? But like it's stuff like that. But a lot of them are just bloopers of people getting hurt. Yeah. Like have you ever seen Dick Tracy?
I have. I haven't watched the full thing. I cannot watch it. I watch it and I'm just like fucking disgusted by this fucking movie.
I remember when it first came out.
It's so cheesy, and it's just.
Yeah, I tried watching it again recently, and I only got up to this scene because I only wanted to see it again in this scene. But there's a scene where Dick Tracy has to jump out of a building, and he jumps onto a light pole.
Yeah.
And when he jumps onto the light pole, the stunt double, the guy that does it, he grabs the light pole and goes, pink, and like fucking slams his forehead on the light pole, and then slides down.
And that was real.
That was real. And there's like a bunch. I forget. There was another movie where it's another stunt like that where the stuntman gets hit in the head with a car door or something. It's like bah, and you see it like he's fucked up.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of different takes like that, and it turns out when they do stuff like that, that's why when you said about the snuff thing, especially if the stuntman gets hurt, they keep those scenes in the movie because like okay, this guy hurt himself doing this, like so we're gonna keep. He actually put it all online for this take.
Yeah.
So that's the take that's going in the movie. Even though you got fucked up in it, we're putting that one in. Yeah. Just because, and it was just funny to me. So yeah, so Bane dying in the movie. That would go on the final cut. Oh shit. Okay. So I got some bad news for people. Especially if you have been a supporter of this.
What?
Mighty Number 9. Oh. Officially delayed till 2016.
I thought that game got released.
I thought it was released already too. It was supposed to be released twice already. This is the third time it's been postponed. And a lot of people are fucking pissed. Because a lot of people back that fucking thing.
Yeah. Like, what was the reason for backing? Did they give a reason for postponing it?
There was a reason. I can't remember. I don't think I have it in the story that I saved. I know they were speculating on it, but it doesn't say. Let's see. It's because of networking error. So apparently there's an online component to this game, and they're having issues with it. So that's why they're postponing it this time. Okay. My thing on that is it's a fucking.
What kind of? So Mighty Number 9 is supposed to be like a Mega Man.
Yeah, it's a Mega Man game.
It's a Mega Man game. Is it like the original Mega Man games, or is it like these new Mega Man games coming out on Nintendo and shit?
It's supposed to be a spiritual successor of the original Mega Man.
Okay. Because the guy side scroller.
Yeah. Because the guy that's working on it now is the co-creator of the original Mega Man.
Yeah.
So that's why he's doing what got him where he is. So, but why do they need an online component?
I don't know, probably co-op.
I get it, maybe. But so yeah, that's what they're. So now they're aiming for first quarter next year. Aiming for is in quotes because.
Holy shit, that's a big setback.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, all right, an extra month or two, like.
Actually, no. Early quarter this year. I'm sorry. I don't know why it says next year. It shouldn't say next year. Well, it technically was supposed to come out in April 2015, but this delay was just talked about, was just announced.
So when was it supposed to come out? Was it supposed to come out like next week or something, and it got pushed back, or what?
Let's see here. April 2015, and then apparently it's supposed to come out last year. And then it got delayed to 2016, and now it got. Oh, it was supposed to come out in the beginning of the month.
Okay.
So then they got
February or January.
January, I'm sorry. And now it's being pushed back to, it looks like, first quarter, so sometime within the next couple months.
Okay.
Warm in here.
I was about to say, all the way to 2017.
Yeah,
networking error.
No, that'd be a huge delay.
I'd say that's a fucking lie.
Right? The thing is have you ever backed anything on Kickstarter? No, me neither. I've thought about it. There's a couple things that I wanted to, like, and it's like, oh, and a lot of times it's just because, like,
I almost backed the Blue Mountain State movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I didn't, because I didn't have money.
There was a game that I wanted to back. It was a card game, but no, it was a tabletop, like, figure game.
Yeah.
And the only reason I wanted to back it though was because I would have had to put like $500 in. Mm-hmm. But you get to physically create your own character, and like you get your own 3D model of the character, and that goes in every game. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to do that, but That would have been cool. But that's been happening a lot with these Kickstarter. Like, I forget where I was reading it, but like 30% of all the Kickstarters that get funded fail.
Yeah.
And then another 10% on top of that. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. It's 40%. No, 30% of all Kickstarters that get funded still fail. And then 10% of those Kickstarters that fail, after they've already been funded, the people that funded it never get their money back.
Yeah.
Like with some of these ones, it's like there was one that just failed, and everyone like they're like they announced it, and then like 2 days later, so it was gonna be a major game. I just can't remember what it was right now.
I saw some shit like some chick like started a GoFundMe for her own fucking car, for a fucking car.
For a car?
Yeah, to buy herself a car.
Oh my god. Oh, did you? Okay.
She was trying to raise like $2,000 or something like
that. GoFundMe actually shut one down recently. That. Do you remember when the Powerball Lotto was like fucking $1.5 billion?
Yeah.
Did it go higher than that, or did it?
1.4 billion.
Okay, so 1.4 billion when it got that high, right? This lady apparently was that.
Or like 1.3 or something. Because like with taxes, it was like 675 million.
Yeah, which is still nothing to sneeze at. But this lady apparently she spent all their money buying Powerball tickets.
Yeah,
they spent every dime they had on Powerball tickets. So she started a GoFundMe, asking people, I spent all my money on Powerball tickets, and now I can't feed my family. Can you please help us? Mm-hmm. And then what she said was, so we can try again.
Oh no!
Like, really? Like, you just spent all your money on Powerball tickets, and now you're asking people for money, and you're telling them that you're probably gonna spend it all on Powerball tickets again.
Yeah, and lose.
Yeah. I was reading during that whole
because it's literally like a 1 in fucking trillion chance for you to win.
I was reading an article during that whole Powerball fever. The only time it makes sense to play a Powerball. A lot of people play it every week. You know what I mean? Which I mean, if you win, you win. But the only time it would really benefit, because if you win all that money, it puts you into a new tax bracket.
Yeah.
And you're gonna lose most of that money in taxes. That's why most people that win the lottery end up going broke.
Yeah.
The only time it benefits you to play, and if you do win, is if the pot is over. I want to say it was like 4. If it's over 4 million or 40 million, if it's over 40 million, that's the only time where it's feasible to play.
Yeah, because then even with the taxes, you have more money than you could ever spend.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that,
if you somehow go broke with
40 million,
with over $500 million, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly. So, but like these people are like, anything over 40 million is worth it to play. Anything less than that, it's not worth it, because you're gonna lose your ass in taxes anyway. Mm. Like you'll still end up a little better off than you were, but for the most part, you're gonna and then you'll end up going broke, because you have this feeling of, I just won the lottery, I have all this money, and then
you're spending the money that you should be trying to save.
Exactly. Yeah. That was a random ass topic to get off on.
Yeah. Let's get to the real topic.
All right. This just came out. I've already talked about this, how I'm a fan of Saints Row. Mm. The last 2, 3, and 4 weren't the best. I still enjoyed 3, and 4 was meh. I liked Get Out of Hell. Get Out of Hell was really good.
I don't know. Whenever I see you play it, I'm just not interested.
I really like 4 wasn't 4 was very meh. Get Out of Hell was really good, and 2 was my favorite. That being said, there was a canceled Saints Row game called Saints Row Undercover. That was supposed to be originally, it started off as it was going to be part 2 ported for the PSP.
Yeah.
But it was way too big, so they couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. So they used that what they built for the PSP and made it into another game. It was supposed to be bridge the gap between part 1 and part 2. Yeah. But you were going to play an undercover cop that infiltrated the Saints, and then you end up joining and becoming a member. Mm. Well, that got scrapped. It went away. It looked like a pretty good game. There's enough of the game that you can actually play it right now for free from the Volition Software website.
Yeah.
So right now they're giving away a free PSP game. I mean, it's a canceled game. But it's finished pretty much. It's unfinished, but it made it far enough in development that they're actually able to release it. Yeah. It's playable, and they're able to release it. So if you do want to check it out, I'll put a link up on the website, but you can go and check it out. And
it's probably a marketing thing.
It could be. I mean, I would like based on.
Hey guys, it's probably like this it's like what DayZ and stuff and those kind of games do, like the ongoing, like they're unfinished games and they're updating the game as they go.
Oh yeah.
That might end up being something like that if you play this game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then people who've already downloaded or whatever probably just gotta keep it.
Sorry, I was tweeting that we're recording the show.
Fucking 45 minutes later.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, if you do want to go check it out, apparently it only works with the PSP emulator. No one's tried it on an actual PSP yet.
Because you gotta. Oh, well, I guess you could download it. Is it PSP or PS Vita?
PSP.
Yeah, so no one plays a PSP.
Yeah, I still have my PSP, so I'm gonna charge it up and see if I can play it.
Can you download stuff from the PSP?
Yeah, well, the way.
I remember they had like those weird like cartridge CD things.
Yeah, they had the UMDs.
Yeah,
I have a bunch of UMDs. Fry's and the 99-cent store. Yeah, but the 99-cent only stores actually had UMDs, movies for $1. And so I bought a shitload of them there, and I bought
watch them on your PSP.
Yeah, and then and Fry's had a bunch of them on sale too. Like I got Dogma, I got Godzilla, not the good Godzilla, but the Breakfast Club Godzilla, the one with what's his name in it, the guy from Breakfast Club, not Breakfast Club, but Ferris Bueller.
Oh, okay.
He's in that one.
Yeah. Matthew
Perry? No, not Perry.
Broderick.
Yeah. Broderick, yeah. That Godzilla.
Inspector Gadget.
Yes. A couple different horror movies, a bunch of different horror movies. But
I used to love that movie, but I watched it again.
Godzilla?
No,
Inspector Gadget. Oh fuck.
It's kind of shitty.
Yeah, that one did not age well.
My favorite thing was the McDonald's toys though, because you could piece them together.
You know what's funny? I remember I got Nana two full ones.
Yeah, because
I was working at McDonald's when those toys came out, so I was. Those, and do you remember they were giving away Disneyland cups? There were these little squared cups. They were like squared shaped cups, and they had like different, like each ride represented on them. There was only like 6 of them. I got the full. I had like 3 or 4 full sets of those too. Whenever McDonald's, when I worked there, anytime they were giving like whatever they were giving, like the Inspector Gadget thing, I had it. I made sure I got all of them.
Yeah, and then I had that big ass bucket of just toys.
Yep. So there's some NX game rumors. Supposedly.
What the fuck? That scared the shit out of me.
That is Chubb Didge texting me.
That literally scared made me fucking jump, dude.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. Yeah, just tell him, yeah. So, a launch game for NX has already been rumored. And can you guess what game it is?
I remember I just saw it when I looked at your topics. I can't remember what it is.
Smash Bros. Oh. That would be a smart game for them to put at release.
Well, I think they always kind of do that, don't they?
No, the Wii U one came out pretty far out, like maybe a year after.
Okay. So
I think that's a smart release. It's only right now it's a rumor, but apparently they're working on a new Smash Brothers. Didn't they just add 2 new characters to Smash Brothers right now too? Bayonetta. I think they added Bayonetta and somebody else.
They've been adding a lot of Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, I know that. And they added. They brought Snake back.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they added somebody else too. They added Bayonetta. They've been adding a bunch of Smash Brothers. I gotta get the new Smash Brothers.
I need to get a 3DS. Play fucking Fire Emblem.
Yeah, you do. And then check this out. I just found out about this, and I saw a couple trailers for it, and I guess they were teasers, but it's a Conan Exiles. It's a barbarian open world survival game. And it looks fucking intense. Like, it looks fucking insane. Um,
I'd have to see it to believe it, because
yeah,
Conan kind of sounds.
but you're not playing. You're not playing as Conan. You're playing as a barbarian.
That's partnered with Conan or
Mm,
something. You go to Conan to get your missions or some shit like.
no, it's not even that. Really, it's just kind of like you're in the Conan universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The name of the game is to survive, build, and dominate. So it's an open world game. It's going to be single player or fighting four with other players. It's going to be an MMO, and one multiplayer facet of Exiles will be the ability to sacrifice enemy players on the altars of the gods. But it doesn't. They don't tell you. So you're going to be able to kill people, then actually sacrifice them.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they're going to be doing an in-depth feature soon. So, but it's going to be on consoles as well, PC and consoles. But the little fucking teaser I saw looked pretty fucking intense. Um, I actually got excited about it just because the way it looks is because you're building, like, you're literally having to build an army, and you're going to be taking on other tribes and other, like, you're building up, and they're not just NPC armies.
Mm-hmm.
You need other people in your teams to raid with you,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're gonna have NPCs, kind of like that.
So it's like StarCraft and.
No, it reminded me more of, what's that one? Was it Honorbound? No, the one with the samurai knights and
I forgot what it's called.
something with honor.
For Honor?
It might be For Honor.
Yeah, I think it's For Honor.
I haven't seen shit else about that game. Have you?
It was at the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, but since then we haven't. The Tokyo Game Show was fucking almost a year ago.
Yeah,
now.
I'm sure there's something about it. There'll be something this week because PAX South is right.
PAX South is going right now. It's weird because I was looking for news from PAX South, and all I can find is, look at all the hot cosplay from PAX South.
Yeah,
like,
they normally don't do news for PAX until like after.
Yeah, until afterwards. Activision is working.
Because I hear like a lot of shit just goes on where like it's really hard to.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Keep up there.
See, the thing about PAX though, like, PAX started off as just it's a penny arcade expo. You know what I mean? It's a web comic that got its own fucking expo. You know, and it turned into a fucking huge. I literally do 4 of them a year.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of gaming companies wait for PAX Prime. That's where most of the news comes from.
Yeah.
And PAX South is kind of just like, here you go.
Sure, play some games.
Yeah, play some games. There's some shit we already talked about. It's a little further along in development. But fuck, I gotta register us for E3. I'm gonna have Player 2 register us for E3 this year. Try his way.
All right.
Activision is supposedly working on a new Ghostbusters game. Did you ever play the last Ghostbusters game?
No.
Have you seen you've seen the Ghostbusters movies, right?
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
You haven't seen the second one?
No, I don't think so.
With Vigo the Carpathian, the painting.
No.
And the mood slime.
No.
I'm missing out. It's good. It's not as good as the first one, obviously.
The first one's with the marshmallow guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the second one's Vigo the Carpathian. The game that they made literally takes place 4 years after the second movie, and it's really fucking good. What I loved about it was that it went more in detail with who Evo Shandor was, who Zool, and all the everyone they talked about in the first movie, like who built that building, the Gozer worshippers, Zool, all that stuff. They go really, really in deep in all detail of who all these people are and like why it's really good. But apparently they're making another one, and it wasn't an easy game because like it's a third person shooter, but since you're using the proton packs, it's not about. It's weird because it's not like you're just shooting at anything. Like if you're taking on multiple ghosts, it's hard because you have to literally weaken it with the proton pack and then throw a fucking trap out and catch it. You couldn't really trap multiple ghosts with one trap, or you could, but like you had to do certain. There was like the way you played it wasn't just okay, that's dead, that's dead. It's like you had to strategize because of the proton packs and catching and trapping everything and and then there were like certain ghosts that you just couldn't trap. And then you got all these different weapons and tools later on in the game. It was a great game. It's really, really good gameplay. But so they're working on another one, and supposedly this one's gonna be based on the new all-female Ghostbuster cast.
Okay.
So we'll see about that. This is right now. It's a rumor. Apparently, though, they are working on the rumor is what
who's gonna be in it? Melissa McCarthy.
I know that.
Is Kristen Wiig?
I don't know if it's Kristen Wiig. I think it is Kristen Wiig.
Tina Fey is Tina Fey.
No, Tina Fey. And then there's that one big black chick with the frizzy hair. Can't remember her name.
Oh, the chick, the new chick on SNL.
Yeah, her. And then I know Thor's in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth.
I couldn't remember. I knew it was a Chris, but I knew it was Hemsworth, but I couldn't remember if it was Chris or whatever his brother's name is. And then check this out. Team 17 signs a teenager-made game. William? Liam. Okay. Liam. Yeah, that's the mini Thor. Team 17 signs a teenager-made game, Way to the Woods, to its indie label. So this kid, 16-year-old kid. Where'd it go? I have his age around here somewhere. Yeah, 16-year-old Anthony Tan. They're helping him publish a game that he developed or created and developed on his own. You play as a deer and her fawn exploring a strange world filled with surreal imagery. That's fucking nuts. Like this indie kid, this indie label, not label, but development company, found this kid's game somewhere and decided, you know what, we're gonna invest our money into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool that they're doing it. It's one of those things where like I've been working on something forever and a day, but I just haven't had, because it's only me and the blue guy working on it. It's been in development forever, just because we both have full-time jobs. We can't. Yeah. You know what I mean? But for something like this, if something like this catches on, where people are able to submit ideas or they find them somewhere, and this stuff gets out to other developers, and they decide, hey, you know what? Let's take a chance and develop this.
Yeah.
Like if this takes off, I guarantee you they're gonna start doing that. Yeah. Well, they'll find like you say you have an idea. Maybe you don't even have a demo for it, but like you have an idea for a game, something that you feel you can.
Have some sort of vision.
Yeah, and you're able to put it down where people can see it, and so like Activision comes to you and like, hey, you know what? We like that idea. Can we buy it from you or help you develop it, and then hire you on to help you make this game? I mean, that would be fucking insane.
Yeah, make you the director.
Yeah, exactly. Like I love this idea, you know.
Yeah.
And then kind of on the heels of that, USC is starting its own game publishing program.
So what? They're gonna make their own UFC game or what?
The USC, the University of Southern California.
Oh, USC.
Yes.
Okay, UFC.
No. I have a degree in software engineering with an emphasis in game design. That is what my degree says. It's a software engineering degree with an emphasis in game design, meaning it was primarily based on game design. But it was from Westwood. It wasn't from a prestigious college. Mm-hmm. Having a game design degree from USC, that's like fucking huge. Because obviously USC has a programming degree. They have a software engineering program. Yeah. You know, but for them to actually go, because they have the film school. USC has one of the most prestigious film schools.
Yeah. You know, it's probably free labor too.
Yeah, exactly.
Make them use it, have the students like work on.
Yeah.
Different shit.
Exactly, and the thing is too, a lot of times, like I know with the USC Film School, a lot of those guys end up going into Hollywood and working with their classmates and making things. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and then with video games, a development team, especially a core development team like that, the reason me and the blue guy work together so well is because we were part of a development team in school. You know what I mean? If we had kept in contact with people that we worked with, or the people we kept in contact with actually worked still, like tried to continue on with it, I think we'd have a solid design team. But now you imagine these guys. I think this is just a It's not. We're not going to see immediate effects of this.
Yeah.
But the future of gaming is going to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be some big changes. We're going to have a bunch of. It's like a bunch of new good rookies coming into a sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like a really good team. Like when fucking when oh god, what's that team? When Texas beat USC in football, and the quarterback and he ran, and it was what's his nuts, and he couldn't run fast, and the other guy could throw the ball. It was like a bunch of good players.
Forrest Gump?
No, it wasn't Forrest Gump. I can't remember. I'm going blank on all of them.
Yeah, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like a bunch of really good rookies went into the NFL one year, and it was just like it changed a lot. You know what I mean? So this is big news for the gaming industry. It means a bunch of talented programmers are about to find their place and get put somewhere, which is good. I don't care about the story anymore. No, actually, this is gonna change for us. You know when you buy a PlayStation game, like a Sony developed game, kind of like Last of Us or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And you start up the game, and it says Sony Computer Entertainment of America.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's going away. It's not gonna say that anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna say Sony Interactive Entertainment presents. Yeah. It's just the fact.
I mean, this is gonna be change for who cares?
Yeah, no,
Don't pay attention to that.
I do.
Oh.
A lot of people are worried about it, meaning thinking they're gonna take their focusing off of gaming, because they're merging the movie side and they're merging a lot of stuff into this.
Well, it depends on how, like, the CEOs of each branch or whatever.
No, Andrew House is going to be still president and CEO, global CEO.
Okay.
So it's not going to change anything else. It's just the CEO of the previous one is going to be now under him. He's still going to be called the CEO, but he's going to be positioned under Andrew House. So not much is going to change. All right, then I'll start with this one before I move on. You know what Loot Crate is?
Yeah.
Well, they're introducing. Well, they've been doing a lot of new things where like they have like the anime box, and they have like
they have like several different things.
Yeah, well now they're doing one strictly specified for gamers. They're doing the gamer box.
I'm gonna say porn.
They should do a porn box, but no, they're doing a gamer box.
Fucking flashlight and a dildo.
Yeah, random flashlight and dildo every month. Different flavors.
Some lube.
Yeah. It's going to be a monthly fee, $25. It's going to feature curated selections of items from the best video game brands.
Nipple clamps. Cock rings.
Butt plugs. The butt plug with the tail. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
That just seems unsanitary.
I was watching Jessica Negri does like a mail opening. She got one of those.
Nice. You know damn well she uses it too.
I have no clue.
You know damn well she does. I like to think she does anyway. I heard she's a bitch.
Oh, I never heard that.
I heard she's a bitch.
I heard she's really cool.
I forgot who it was. It was another cosplayer. It was another female cosplayer. She could have just been hating. I think did I tell the story on the air or did I tell it to you guys off the air?
I don't even think you've ever told it.
Okay, well I was talking to a cosplayer that knew her or was friends with her at one point. And then apparently she started getting too big for her britches, as she put it. And there was one time that they were in Texas somewhere, or they were in some out of state con.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of people waiting in line to meet Jessica Negri, get her autograph, take pictures, blah blah blah. This guy's walking by with a box of Church's chicken.
Yeah. And
all of a sudden she just jumps up from the table and says, "Oh my god, I'm so hungry," and snatches the box away from him and says, "Thank you." And the guy's like, "What the fuck are you doing? That's my chicken." And she was like, and she's already fucking eating chicken out of this box. And he's like, "Give me my fucking chicken back." And she's like, "No. Like, thank you, but no." And apparently she called security to get the guy away from her booth because he was hassling her when she jacked his chicken.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Right?
That doesn't sound like her.
That's the story of this chick. Like, apparently they were both sharing a booth and both signing autographs.
Yeah.
And I don't want to call her out because I don't know how true the story is or whatever, but yeah, she says they were sharing a booth and she just jumped up, snatched this dude's chicken, and because dude wanted his chicken back, she called security, said he was hassling her. Like, that's pretty fucked up. And apparently she talks shit about a bunch of like after when they're on the rides back from cons, like, oh my god, that guy stunk so bad. Oh my god, this guy, I can't believe I didn't want him to get close to me. He had so much pimples, and like she talks a lot of shit. Which, I mean, I'm sure happens. I mean, you know what I mean.
I think that's a normal thing. You're gonna meet some gross people.
You're definitely gonna, especially at some of these cons. Um, but yeah, so Loot Crate Gaming Crate. So I brought the story up just because. So have you heard about the new Barbies?
No.
They're releasing
I don't have a daughter.
Well, no, and this isn't because I have a daughter. Apparently, Chubb Digits on his way.
Okay.
So
does that mean we have to leave, or is he just going?
I don't know. Last time he was on his way, I need my room. He was gonna go down now. Yeah. So apparently, what they're doing is there's the reason I'm bringing it up. I'll get to it. I'm burying the lead a little bit. So they're releasing 4 new styles of Barbies. They're gonna release a curvy Barbie, a tall, slender Barbie, a short Barbie,
and a fat Barbie.
Yeah, and a fat Barbie. It's not a fat Barbie. They called it something else, but it's
full figured.
It's like different body types. And like you can see the chubby Barbie. She's not really chubby. They just gave her bigger.
Is that curvy?
She's short and just gave her bigger calves.
Which one's supposed to be chubby?
The one with the yellow skirt.
The middle one.
Yeah. They made her shorter and gave her chubby calves. That's it.
That's probably the curvy one. Not the chubby one.
But this is why I bring it up to you now. So apparently, Barbie's getting a new job. She's gonna be a game developer. Mattel has unveiled a major revamp of its Barbie doll line, and the
like board games. You're talking about board games, right?
her job, it's Game Developer Career of the Year, Barbie. And she's there. Let me zoom in so you can see it. She comes with a laptop.
She got glasses on.
Glasses, a headset, and she's a redhead. And so,
I don't think it's anything to worry about.
No, I don't think it is. I mean, I kind of think it's
kind of funny.
I think it's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just funny that it's. She looks like fucking what's her name from the Guild, and she was in Supernatural, and she was in Buffy.
I haven't watched any of those shows.
God damn it! What's her name? I can't remember her name right now, but she looks like they try to make her look like the typical nerd girl.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's gonna bug me, and I'm gonna remember her name when we stop recording. It's gonna bug the shit out of me. Yeah, I just think I think it's cool though. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where like not a lot of females feel they can get into an industry like gaming, and I mean obviously, especially not developing gaming, but gaming in general. I know it's very misogynist.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this as you know me. I'm always quick to say fucking people whine too goddamn much.
Yeah.
But I know I've experienced firsthand how people treat female gamers on certain. Like you get one of two reactions for female gamers.
Oh, you're a gamer girl? Cool.
Yeah. No, or you get the guys that. I remember I was playing. I think this was still Black Ops 2. And a female came into the lobby, and all of a sudden, when you can switch.
Oh yeah, when I was playing Black Ops 2, there was a girl I'd always play with, and like some dude like choke on my dick.
Oh yeah, it's always
Yeah, like
they get fucking brutal, like or it's either that they get really really brutal with the insults, or it's like everyone's hitting on her and trying to beat her,
like they're just verbally raping.
Yeah.
The fucking.
Yeah. A friend of mine, she was telling me that she got on the PlayStation, on the PS4 since, that she gets dick pics all the time in her inbox now.
Mm-hmm.
all the fucking time. It's like all I did was play a game of Call of Duty, and then like when I all of a sudden it's like message, and like 4 out of the 10 messages she got are dick pics.
Yeah, my friend Kit that I was talking about, she's on a dating site. Some dude just asked if she could if he could pay her to fuck her.
Wow. Yeah, that's weird, man. I've seen some of the. Have you ever seen I think it's it's an Instagram site.
She actually told me to talk about it on the show, and I'm like, I don't even know if I can bring that up.
Well, there we go.
Somehow I brought it up.
Yeah. Well, there you go, kid. That's fucked up. But see, that's the thing though. It's like, cause like there's, I think it's called Tinder Disasters or something like that, or Tinder Nightmares. Yeah. It's a Instagram account that is just all these fucked up posts from people on Instagram. And there was one, oh man, let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, like the guy started like, hey, you're really pretty. Can I take you out? Said, no.
I'm not interested.
He's like, what did he say? He said, DTF, I have a really big dick.
Oh. Well, in that case, I mean, how can you say no to something like that? Yeah. You know?
Or what did he say? He said, like, I have a pretty big dick or something like that. Like,
I got a pretty big dick. I'm not trying to brag or nothing.
I'm being modest, but I'm telling you, it's pretty big.
It's pretty big. Just saying.
Yeah.
But fucking, I'm trying to find this one. I've seen like that Tinder Nightmares one. It's a lot of stuff like that I see. It's just like, so you wanna fuck? So no, there was one. It was the girl's name was Amanda. And the guy was like, literally, the guy said hi, and she said hi, and he said, "You know, it's better than eating a mandarin."
My dick.
No, this guy was a little bit more clever.
My balls.
He was a little more clever than that. And then like the next one, she goes, "No, what?" And then it's eating Amanda out.
Okay.
Okay, so it was a little more clever, but it was like.
That's different. That's kind of like a pickup line.
Yeah, but.
Some girls like pickup lines.
Yeah, it's true. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find this one. This dude is texting this girl, like it's a Tinder thing too, and she's like gaming pickup lines. He's asking about her valleys and her hills and her cave, and he'd like to explore her cave and crawl across.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, it was super.
It's creepy when you compare a vagina to like inanimate objects.
I think it might have been Reddit. Let me pull up Reddit. But it was like, what the fuck? Like, it was super creepy. And the thing too was, you could tell that English wasn't the guy's first language, because
what was it that Michael said that should call vaginas pulp?
Pulp. Yeah.
Pulp.
That was just a scary episode. We came up with some good ones though.
Well, we just kind of looked that one up.
Oh yeah, that's true. I still like the wizard sleeves.
Yeah.
But we came up with something different after that. We all agreed on something else.
You guys try to like combine wizard sleeve and something else. I can't remember.
Yeah, you're right. There was something else. I don't remember what it was either. God, I want to find this one so bad. It was like geographical pickup lines, and it was just like, it was really, really fucked up. Let me see. Let me try one more search. If I can't find it, then fuck it. I'll move on. But if I can... Okay, never mind. Can't find it. Anyway. But yeah, it was like, the dude was like... Because like the dude was like... First off, like his first message was, it was hi. She said hi. And that's how they almost all start, right? Then it was like... is your cave big enough for me to go spelunking in?
Spelunking?
Yeah, and she was like, "What? Your cave, your downstairs cave." And he was like,
"I don't have a cave downstairs."
Yeah, and then like she
like, cave is such a bad euphemism.
It really is.
It's like, that's like you're trying to say they're like worn out or something. You could literally walk in.
Yeah, and then especially saying you want to go spelunking in it. Yeah. It's like that.
Like, you're gonna go in there head first.
Exactly. That insinuates you're just gonna put your entire body in there.
Yeah, you're gonna unbirth yourself into this woman's vagina.
Exactly. And then like it was something about like your peaks and valleys and like, uh, but see, and then the thing was because it was funny because she's like getting offended, like she's just like no, no, and then but she's still answering the guy,
Yeah.
and then he says something about oh you have great breasts, and she says thank you.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
like this guy's being very creepy, and all of a sudden you have great breasts. Oh thanks.
Yeah. my friend kid said like I think I should have gotten further, and told her to come all the way out here, and I just stand him up.
Yeah, like, give him a fake address or meet me.
Yeah, like meet me at the supermarket. Yeah, we'll do it in the parking lot.
Yeah, meet me here. I'll be wearing the green dress.
Yeah, he goes to some random
chick in a green dress. There was another one that was another.
What if it worked though?
Right? He shows up to a random chick in a green dress. She's like, okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good luck for him then. Yeah. There was another one. It was a friend of mine. She was talking about. I forget where she said she got. I think it was.
Like Facebook. I ended up like disabling his account.
Oh, nice. Oh, it was Oh God, what was it? It was a cosplayer. Was it? Oh fuck, I can't remember. Paris Abby maybe? No, it wasn't Paris Abby. Might have been Ashlyn Day. One of those two.
I have no clue.
But they told me. One of them told me. Remember the female Loki?
Yeah.
It was either her or the one that was Black Cat the first time we
ever
met.
Paris Abby
or Ashlyn Day. One of those two. But they told me that like the first message that they gave out there was like, hey, you're really hot and beautiful. Oh, thanks. The very next picture or the very next text message or dick pic. Yeah. And she was like, it wasn't even.
Hey, you're very nice and beautiful. Look at what you did to me.
Yeah.
Hey.
And the way she described it, she goes, it wasn't even a nice dick pic. It looked like somebody hit their thumb with a hammer. Like that's horrible. like to go out there and like, because there's dudes that do that. Yeah. Like, hi, here's a dick pic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey. Like I forgot. I think it was one day I was fucking with Caboose. And I told him I'm gonna send you a dick pic. And I kept sending him random dick pics, but it was like, but they weren't actual dick pics. It was like, here is a picture of Andy Dick, Dick Cheney. Anybody I can find with Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah. This guy's named Richard.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody, here's random dick pics. But yeah, I mean, just like I don't know how else to say this, but how do you get the balls to just send a random like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just especially, I mean, like I don't know how to like okay like to get your phone out. And then you gotta,
it's not work. You gotta make sure it looks good.
Yeah, you gotta make it presentable. You don't. Do you send a flaccid picture? Yeah. You don't. You gotta.
It's you always send it hard.
Yeah, you never send it flaccid. Yeah. So you want it in its prime. You want it. So
there's supposed to be some sort of angle.
Is there an angle?
I don't know. Blue Mountain State says there's an angle.
There's a dick pic angle.
They're pretty good with their pop culture.
Okay, but see, that's the thing is like what angle. I mean, because you don't want it from here unless you got super flat stomach. You don't want to go from the lower angle, but then you don't want to go from the upper.
It's like a
up over to the side. Like okay, maybe like a. So if your phone was the sun, maybe like that's like what?
Yeah.
A 10 a.m. a 10 a.m. angle.
I don't know. What are you even talking about anymore? How did we get to this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fucking Andy Dick. That's what happened.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing too. Is she could tell that the guy was really, really trying to make it look big because she could see he was stretching out his balls. Yeah. Like his ball sack skin was really taut, so it was like he was like stretch.
Yeah. Like he's really pushing down on like the fat area
around his pelvis just to make it look. It get stretched every inch of that motherfucker. But I mean, it's fucking sad when females in gaming. That's how we got on that.
Okay.
Well, actually, it was Barbie, Game Developer of the Year, females in gaming, dick pics.
Girls on dating sites.
Girls on dating sites, dick pics. I think it's gonna be episodes this week's the title of this week's episode. Girls and Gaming.
Dick pics.
Dick pics.
Equals dick pics.
Oh man, like
if you can't put like a little arrow, like two hyphens, and then like the less than.
Yeah.
Or greater than.
Fucking like yeah, that Tinder Nightmares one. You see that a lot. Is like, hi, dick pic.
Yeah.
Obviously they're blurred out, but like it's fucking. Some of them are fucking hilarious, and like some of them are just creepy as shit. Like, how would you ever? I'm actually pulling up Tinder Nightmares.
We're doing this.
Yeah, I'm doing this. I mean, like I gotta, like, because there's so many examples I just want to bring up, but I can't. None are coming to my head. So I'll just pull up a random one. Oh, okay, no, that's just weird. What's your favorite position in bed? Me, near the wall so I can use my phone while it's charging. No, this isn't the right one. Whatever's. Oh, let's see here.
Found one on BuzzFeed.
Oh, you found one? This one is, what would you do if I had a small penis? Pretend I was having second thoughts about sex.
You look sort of like a slut, but in a good way. A good way. Oh wow, that's my cue to stop talking to you. This guy quickly crashed and burned. Would you rather go down on an airplane or a hard dick?
Wow.
And she typed a bunch of airplane emojis.
Nice.
Crashing down. This man who invited some seriously bad karma. When I die, I want to reincarnate as your baby and suck on your tits till I'm 20.
That's. And see, I don't. Do these guys think, okay, I'm gonna say something funny, and that's like fucking creepy.
No, that's.
Shit.
I'm assuming this is the very first message that she sends to this chick.
Check this one out. This is the very first. It says, "I had a feeling we'd match," and then her response is, "You literally just said the same thing to my friend next to me." So apparently, her and her friend are both on Tinder. They matched to both of them, and literally said the same thing to both of them. I've had a feeling we'd match. So this is opening line to everybody.
Let's see. Some chick sent this to, hey Garrett, how's your week going? Good, considering I got some awesome head last night. And yours?
Wow. Some of these are fucking.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
My sister's name is Erica. I can't wait to say your name in bed.
Oh. What the fuck? Seriously.
Hi, you're so hot. I would want to fuck you even if you were my sister. Happy face.
That's the same guy?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
Happy face after.
Hello,
Jamie. Nice to meet you. Very nice pictures. You seem elegant and gorgeous, so I would like to come on your on you tits.
Wow. He opens strong.
Jamie? Sorry, my English is not very good.
I like this one. You're into fitness? Yes, are you? Yep. Fitting big old dick in places.
Let's see. That Oktoberfest picture is incredible. You really look the part. I'll take the lack of response as a sign that you are actually German and don't speak English. He sends a bunch of fucking German shit to her too.
Wow.
That's funny.
Oh, this one's fucked up. You are ridiculously good looking. Thanks. It's a shame you're not. I must have matched with you by accident.
Let's see, this one's here's a gent who didn't get the concept of a two-way street. Holy fuck, I'd love to drink your bath water.
Ugh.
Holy fuck, I'd love for you to drink. She sends back, holy fuck, I'd love for you to drink my bath water. And he says, that's disgusting.
Like, wait, it was your idea. This guy goes all in and then just kind of, that escalated quickly. This is the opposite. This is, I want your boobs. They look great. I know that in her response, I know they really do. I want to suck them when you were writing me. And then no response. The next day, how was your day?
Yeah, let's go with a more conventional approach. Oh, dude, this one. Hi, want to see my dick? What if it's real small and will make you laugh? Want to see my baby dick?
Wow. That's... Do you want to see my baby dick?
Yeah. I want to hide every chair in the world so that you have to sit on my face.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I'd use that.
I'd use that one. No, because my thing is always here. Let me clear off a place for you to sit. I was rubbing my face.
Yeah, he's dusting off his face because no one sat on his face for a while.
You are definitely not pretty enough to be this morning. Hi, and you are definitely not handsome enough to call me not pretty.
What's the difference between me and my couch? She said, I don't know what my couch pulls out.
Fuck.
These are great.
I fucking like some of these people.
How do you feel about an over the pants hand job in the ball pit at a McDonald's play line? That's it. No one answered. That was a question.
Wow. Oh, I got the. Oh, there. This was. It's that same one that you just. Mm-hmm. One of my this girl had a comeback. Uh-huh. And so he was. What do you want to know? What my couch and I have in common? Oh, this one. This is a twist on it. Do you want to know what my couch and I have in common? She says, what? He says, we don't pull out. She says, you want to know what Miss USA and I have in common? We're both out of your league. Some of these comebacks are good, though.
Hey, how was your weekend? I would totally let you take me to brunch tomorrow. This is so us. Me doing all the talking, you sitting there looking all cute. It's just him doing...
Just him just messaging?
Yeah.
I got one similar to that one. This guy thinks he's a poet. Brittany, oh so witty. Send me a picture. Show me some titty. Then he says, did you not like my rhyme? I'll try another. Girl on Tinder in this town. I'm stuck. We should meet up so that we can fuck. So then she finally responds, Jason, you're out of luck. You think you're clever, but you're just a lame fuck.
Hey, this one says, hey, the FBI is searching for my dick. Can I hide it inside you? And the chick says, I'm sure it's tough to find already.
Oh, wow. This guy is persistent.
We're just reading shit off our phones now.
Yeah, we really are. But then, here, this will be the last one, and then I do got another story we can move on to. This guy literally 6 times in a row types, I will fuck you very hard. 6 times in a row.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, contrary to fuckboy belief, writing this 6 times will not increase your chances by 6. In fact, there's a negative correlation. That's fucking... dude. Fucking Tinder. Glad I don't gotta deal with that shit, man. Glad I don't gotta deal with that shit.
There's a bunch of fake people on Tinder, too, dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's tons of fucking catfish and fucking bots and fucking... buddy of mine who signed up for Tinder. Yeah. And the only matches he was getting were bots. Yeah. Only bots. He never got a single real girl on there. I was like, yeah, well, what did that tell you?
You're liking all the fake people. Like, lower your standards a little bit. Yep. You're probably going for like the fucking models or some shit.
Yeah, but yeah, just bring it down a notch. Bring it to the real world, buddy. Yeah. So I got some Netflix news.
What's that? We're gonna be on Netflix.
I wish. Shit.
We're starting our own Netflix series.
Yes.
It's called. I don't know.
Let's read shit off our phones.
Yeah.
Luke Cage, the Luke Cage guy that's playing.
It's called 5 Nerds and a Mic, with only 2 nerds.
With only 2 nerds, yeah. Shit, we got to 6 nerds at one point.
Yeah.
We started with 2, got to 6, and now we're back at 2.
Yeah, we started at 2, and then you brought in Michael. Yeah. And then you brought in me.
Yep.
And then you brought in Glitch. You brought in
the blue guy. Yeah, Glitch.
And the blue guy was before me.
Yeah. No, it was actually me and player two,
and Blue Guy,
and then blue guy, and
Michael.
then Michael, and then you, and then glitch,
Yeah.
and then glitch went away.
Yeah.
Actually, then player two kind of went away, and then glitch went away.
Yeah.
And then Chubb on occasion.
Yeah,
He comes and goes.
He's teeter-tottering.
Oh.
And it's just us.
And now it's just us. But this works. We're getting some good conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched? You don't have Netflix, huh?
No.
Have you watched any? You've seen Daredevil?
I've seen some Netflix shows. I've seen Daredevil.
Have you seen
I've seen Trailer Park Boys.
Have you seen Jessica Jones?
No.
Jessica Jones is so fucking good, dude. And then like the way they tie it in with the Daredevil series, it's like, oh my god, dude, you gotta watch Jessica Jones. If you enjoyed Daredevil, you'll like Jessica Jones. It's a little slower because it's really like fucking. I don't know how to describe it, man. Like the way they do the whole villain thing on this one, it's really. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's good. It's really, really good. And Luke Cage is in it.
Yeah.
And him and Jessica Jones are banging. And
like all the time, I heard.
All this fucking time. And he's getting the next show. The Luke Cage show.
And are him and Jessica Jones going to be banging all the time?
I'm assuming they are. But they're also going to be doing Iron Fist. And Iron Fist is what I'm really excited about. Iron Fist is one of those characters that you don't see. You see
Doesn't
him,
he just have like the power of kung fu?
Kind of, but it's like a mystic kung fu. He's got like he can make his fist all shiny, like does stuff.
Does he shoot fireballs?
No fireballs.
Is he like Liu Kang?
No. Iron Fist is really fucking cool. He's been a great. I always loved him as a character. You don't see him all the time, but you see him enough, you know.
Yeah.
And but apparently, the guy that's playing Luke Cage, Mike Coulter, says that they found the actor for Iron Fist. So meaning they're close to.
Is he Asian, or is he white?
I don't know. Well, in the comics he's white.
But they're gonna make him Asian.
They probably will. Which I wouldn't mind. And this is the other thing. Luke Cage is gonna premiere in November, by the way, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still a long ways away, but
weren't some like Asian people like saying that they needed an Asian superhero?
Possibly.
I think that was something.
Well, a lot of people get mad because, like, you find characters like Iron Fist, Doctor Strange, Batman to a lesser extent, but all these characters that go to the East and become masters of some martial art or Oriental sorcery, or you know what I mean. And so like it's this white man goes to the Orient and becomes a master of something that he knows nothing about. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of people get upset about that.
Okay, yeah, that's what people are.
Yeah. That's fine. So Netflix is announcing a new original series.
What? New Trailer Park Boys series?
No. It's based on a toy from the 90s. Actually, the original toy came out in '76, but it got re-energized.
Is it that little cork gun from North Spider Farm?
No. It's an action figure.
Is it Digimon?
No. Digimon came out in '76?
I don't know.
Alright, Stretch Armstrong. Do you remember Stretch Armstrong?
I've heard of him.
I always wanted a Stretch Armstrong so bad, but I never got one. My dad got me the villain one though, because there was a Stretch Armstrong. He was full of the gel. You could stretch him out, and he would slowly go back. And then there was he was fighting these alien things, and what these alien things were is like they were full of like beans or something, like you know the little styrofoam bowls. They're kind of filled with that. And what you had to do is you got this little vacuum pump and you it would suck it all the air out of it, and then you would stretch them, and like they would hold the pose until you release it, and then it would and they'd shrivel back up. I believe Chubb is here.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to be doing a Stretch Armstrong series. It looks like they're going to be doing a couple different Hasbro toy shows. Which is
I want to know what the deal is with the Legend of Zelda Netflix show.
I haven't heard shit else about that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that. Um. All right, and then I got one more. I do have a discussion, and I want to get on this discussion. I know we've been going for an hour and 40 minutes now, but I got this. So they're gonna be doing a Michael Jackson movie,
Mm-hmm.
and they have announced who's going to be playing Michael Jackson.
Is it that one guy who played Bobby Brown?
No, the guy's name is Joseph Fiennes.
Is he white?
He's white.
He is.
He played. He have you ever watched American Horror Story?
Yeah.
American Horror Story Asylum?
No.
No. Okay, well I have a picture of the guy.
Okay, he looks familiar. Okay.
He's going to be playing Michael Jackson.
Huh.
I
don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Is he Little Michael or is he molester Michael?
It looks like he's probably in a good. I don't know.
I love Little Michael.
Like this dude looks nothing like Michael Jackson. He's a white dude. He has a nose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's weird. But I'll put the picture up on the website. I don't know. Like, is it gonna be? I don't even know. Is it gonna be a parody? Okay, well, it's gonna be a movie about the pop star's alleged road trip following the events. Oh shit! Okay. So apparently, right after 9/11, Michael Jackson, Elizabeth Taylor, and Marlon Brando were in New York, and they attempted to drive back to California together, rent a car and drive back to California together. Everyone claims that this is false, like this never happened, the story never happened, but I guess there's proof that they rented a car. So they're making a comedy.
Everyone as in Marlon Brando and
well, their PR. Well, Elizabeth Taylor is dead now, but all their PR teams and everyone, their people are all like, that never happened. But apparently, there's enough evidence for people to believe that it did happen. So they're making a movie about that road trip.
Why would PR not want that to be a thing?
I don't know.
Doesn't make sense.
Maybe because it seems like they're running away from New York. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
All right. And I got this question for you. I got two questions for you.
What?
First question, you've already seen it. What games do you regret missing out on? There's a bunch of games out there that people call classics. People like that don't necessarily age well, maybe.
I don't think there's a game that I regret not playing.
Really? Like I said,
there are games like maybe like when the game comes out and I'm not playing it, but everyone else is playing it. I feel like, oh, I wish I was playing the game. Yeah. But like when I look back, like I don't really care that I didn't play it. And
because there's games like what game was it that I was talking about recently? Oh, what game was it? God damn it! There was a game I was like, fuck, I wish I would have played that game when it came out, and I never got a chance to play it. And Portal was one of those games. Portal was one of those games where like I always wished I'd played it, and then I ended up buying it. But actually,
I guess maybe Last of Us. I haven't played Last of Us. Actually.
You've never played Last of Us? I went Asian right there for a second.
You never played a Rest of Us?
Rest of Us? that yeah. Okay, so I see there's a game you missed out on.
Yeah, I guess.
And you're the kind of guy that after a month you're like, I'm never playing that fucking game.
Yeah.
But what about any like okay, well you played Final Fantasy VII, but a lot of that amazingness is lost on you because you didn't experience it when it came out. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people like you give.
Yeah, but I don't regret not playing it. Like I would. Like I know who the characters are. I love all those characters from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, well.
So like.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Yeah. Because what was it? There was a where did I see? Oh, have you seen that video? It has one of the girls from the young girl from Game of Thrones, where they give a bunch of young kids a Nintendo, an NES system, and have them try to. Not only do they have them hook it up, they have them put the game in and have them play a game. And all of them are fucking lost. None of them know how to fucking.
Are you talking about React? Kids React?
Yeah.
Kids React?
Kids React.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen that one? Well, like the thing about those kids, like okay, you had an NES, you played the original Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Now imagine you never had a chance to play it, and someone gave it to you recently.
Yeah.
And you played it. What would you think about it? Like, you know what I mean? Now
if I didn't have the NES,
yeah. If you never had an NES, your first time playing the first Mario Brothers game.
I don't know. From what like just thinking about like how I know how to use it, it's really not that hard. You put the cartridge in, you blow it a couple times.
No, not setting the system up. I'm saying the game itself. If someone gave you Super Mario Brothers, you never played it before in your life.
Oh, Super Mario Brothers, I play it.
And you think you would enjoy it?
Yeah.
Still to this day?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Up until like I was like 14 or something.
You were still.
We would go to my Uncle Joe's. He's actually my great uncle or whatever or something like that. And he had a Super Nintendo, and all he had was the Super Mario Brothers.
Really?
And I would go play. He had a pinball machine and that. And whenever we would go to parties, I'd always be in that room just playing Super Mario Brothers or playing on the pinball machine.
Nice. Okay, well now that answers that question for me then. I'm trying to think, cause like I think I was lucky enough to grow up with video games. Like when before I was old enough to walk, the Atari came out, and I was playing it when it was like the NES hadn't come out, and I was old enough to play video games, so I was playing Atari games. When the NES came out, I was old enough to enjoy video games, so I was playing NES games.
Yeah.
So as games came out, I was able to play most of them when they came out. There are a bunch of games, and I'm trying to think off the top of my head, and I had a bunch of games that I had thought about. They were like, if I would have played this in its prime, I would have enjoyed it better. Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse was a game that I always wanted. I didn't have a Genesis system growing up. So Splatterhouse was one of those games. Have you heard of the game Splatterhouse?
Okay.
The game itself is kind of like, I don't want to say it's a ripoff of Friday the 13th because it's not, but it almost is because you play as you go to this house, your girlfriend gets kidnapped, or you like something happens where you put on this mask, you put on a hockey mask, and the hockey mask is imbued with these evil powers, or these powers that allow you become this huge demon monster. You become Jason with huge biceps and a 2x4, and you go around killing demons trying to get your girlfriend back. That's the game. I always thought it was like for some reason I always thought it was amazing. You've seen the mask that I have in my shelf, that little fucking hockey mask thing that has little. No, they remade the game for PlayStation 3, I think. But I tried. I was old enough. I finally got a Genesis, and I went back and I played it, and it was a horrible game. But when it came out, everyone talked about how great it was. You know what I mean? It's like these games that don't age well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there's games like that where I wish I would have got it and played it. Half-Life. Everyone talks about, oh, Half-Life's an amazing game. Where's Half-Life 3? Half-Life 3. I couldn't play the first two Half-Life games. I never liked them. But I didn't play them when they came out. I played them years later when better games had come out.
The only thing I've ever seen of like Half-Life games are like the Gmod.
Yeah. But and I mean the mods are better games. There was another one I was about to bring up. It was on the tip of my tongue. What about games that you never like? Have you ever tried to play a game that like there's so much hype around it, and you get the game and you just couldn't get into it?
No.
No. Like
not that I can think of. No.
Right now, Chubb Ditch has it. I don't know if he still has it here, but Fear. Have you played any of the Fear games?
No.
They're first person shooter games, but they have like a supernatural element to them. Chubb loved them. He got part 1 and 2 because he enjoyed them so much. I couldn't. I play them, and it's not like they weren't overly complicated, and they sound. The story sounds awesome. You're a soldier. You're imbued with these supernatural powers, and you're able to go and fight ghosts and shit. And it fucking sounds like a cool story. But for some reason, I could never I'll play to the second or third fucking mission, and then I could never get past them. Not that I couldn't beat them. It's just I stopped caring that far in. You know what I mean? And I guess I don't regret not playing those games, but I kind of wish I could have got into them more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess Little Big Planet. actually.
You feel like you missed out on that one?
No. What you
Oh,
said
you couldn't
earlier.
get into it?
Yeah, like everyone loves this game, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I got Little Big Planet 2, I think, and I played it for like a week, and I lost it. I cared about it that little that I actually lost the fucking game.
Wow. I don't think I've ever lost. Oh, no, I take that back. Well, I didn't really lose them. They got stolen. But, but I misplaced them. And then the other one I wanted to talk to you about is HD remakes. Like, I know we've talked about, like, I've always talked about the Metal Gear remake. I jizzed over the Final Fantasy HD remake.
Yeah.
Those are games that
those games haven't been touched for what, like 30 years?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So those, like, something like that.
Which is fine. That's fine to make a HD remake. Yeah. It's practically a new game.
Yeah. Bring a classic game.
When you're making a game that's like 16-bit.
Yeah.
To fucking 1080p.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's
a whole different story. But like like the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Yeah. I don't think that you need to do that.
That's really just
like they're making. What is it? They did a Metro. The Metro high def HD remake.
As soon as PS4 came out, it's like a bunch of games got released, and then right after they did the HD versions of them for the PS4
for full price.
Yeah, full price.
Yeah, didn't even give you like a discount if you bought the game.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like
the only games, because I remember making a big deal about it on the show, and I can't remember what games they are right now off the top of my head, but there was a couple games where if you bought them for the PS3, and then you bought a PS4 for $10 more, you could play it on your PS4, but you still had to have the disc.
Yeah, that's what I did with the Ghost. You have to pay. Okay. Yeah, you'd have to pay the $10 for certain games, for specific games.
Yeah.
To do that.
And
Tomb Raider was not one of those games.
Yeah, no. Tomb Raider gave you. You had to go and buy a full-on.
I think you could buy it for like $40 or something.
Really? So it might have been.
You guys in here smoking that fire?
Yes.
Yeah, we're smoking. We already smoked all of it.
Sharp Beard's just shown up in time for the last.
You have been doing like a 3-hour show?
Yeah, we're like actually almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours in now.
Really?
We've been having a good. See, when you're not here, we have a good conversation.
Well, there you go. I guess I'll take my leave.
Why do you have two of the same hat?
Why not? Because I lost it before, and then I found it after I bought the replacement.
I still say we.
But the previous one has a better fit.
Ah, okay. Well, the other one's right there too. I don't know. Oh. I put them both on top of your TV.
This one's for a bigger head, I think. 7 and 1/8. No, they're both 7 and 1/8, but for some reason this one fits better.
Oh, it fits you better.
Very stretched out.
Let me ask you a question before you leave.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, you're not leaving? Okay. I'm
just kidding.
Are there any games that you feel you messed out on, or that you regret not playing? No.
I don't know. Just probably ones from Xbox. Just because they should be for both. Or whatever.
You know, that's a good. You know, I didn't think about that part of it.
Yeah. Like Halo, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you played them?
I like them, but I can't really, I can't get them because I have Xbox.
Yeah. Have you
or like Gears of War or whatever.
Yeah, Gears of War. Actually, yeah, no, Gears of War.
But you know what? How come there hasn't been a better game since Last of Us? Right?
That's a good question.
There hasn't been a better game since Last of Us. Last of Us was the last, but like there hasn't been a game better than that since. How's The Division?
It's really good.
Not as good as Last of Us?
I've never played The Last of Us.
So you never played Last of Us?
Nope.
Oh my god. You gotta play that.
And now this is the topic we're on now right now.
Who has it? Do I have it?
I think you have it, because I don't have it.
Did I buy it or did I just rent it?
I think you bought it. I think you loaned it to me. Or did I buy it and loan it to you?
Who has the remaster? Doesn't Brian have the remaster?
Brian has the remaster, yeah.
Should ask him to borrow it. Because that was on PS4.
If he ever comes down again. We're talking about HD remakes.
Did you close this for a reason?
Yeah.
It was loud out there?
Yeah. The wind and the rain were
and
really
the cars,
loud.
every time a car goes by, it's like whoosh.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
We're talking about
gotta have a local feel because the people are gonna be.
It just sounded like, it didn't sound like rain. It just sounded like someone was pissing for a really long time.
Like this much. That doesn't sound like this.
No, because it was raining really hard.
It was raining really hard.
That's a good ambience.
And it's better than that.
Yeah.
Babies. And the pooping baby.
That was a pooping baby. That was your sister.
I think it's time to end the show.
Yeah, I think on that note. Oh, real quick though, we're talking about HD remakes. So
remakes.
I
don't like HD remakes.
Because we were talking about how like okay like we Final Fantasy VII, I busted a nut over that. You weren't here last week. I didn't get to show you the Metal Gear Solid HD remake, fan made HD remake. It looks fucking brilliant.
Of the first one?
Yes.
Does it look like a new game or something?
It looks fucking
It looks like on the level of like MGS5.
But it's still like the top down, right?
No,
it's like
they're doing
it looks like MGS5.
Yeah, they're doing it in the Unreal Engine, so it looks fucking amazing.
No, but it's not like a fixed camera.
No.
You remember how the first one's?
The first one's top down. Yeah, and you couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't.
What was it? Yeah.
It was
in the corner.
It was like 3/4, and you couldn't change the camera angle.
Yeah, it was fixed camera.
Yeah, I think you told me that.
Yeah, we were talking
when
about
you would go into this warehouse, like it would be.
But we were talking about the other games where like okay like when the PS4 first came out is like every game that came out the month before PS4 all of a sudden had an HD remake, you know, and it's just like you know it's that's almost just as bad as fucking superficial DLC. You know what I mean? There's been some horrible. It's just one of those things. It's just a cash grab. So, but
yeah, they are. But I want like a full-fledged remake. You know?
Yeah, like
even GTA kind of did it, and they did it like a year later.
That's true. Because they didn't really add any new content to the story. Yeah, they added but GTA Online was already running.
They didn't add anything.
They didn't add anything when they did. You're right.
They added more cars and shit, but that's it.
Yeah, but nothing.
Yeah, like
really
there's more people in the street or whatever. Except as far as
the traffic, there was more traffic. Yeah, there was more people. But yeah, but actually, you know what? No, they did it. I think.
No, like different cars. They added new.
Yeah, but if you look at the actual, because most of the HD remakes, air quotes that you see out there, are not really HD remakes. They just port them over. Whereas GTA actually, if you look at it graphically, it looks way better. The detail and everything.
Yeah, I guess.
They added animals. They added a lot of little details that they couldn't add in PS3.
They added cats.
Yeah. So.
Cats.
But I think on that note.
Fat cats.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Wrap it up, B.
Game over.
What are we talking about?
No more questions.